Welcome to Reality Reflections, where we dive into life's most profound truths to help you live a life of growth, resilience, and purpose. In today's video, we're exploring the reality of life, those truths we all face but don't always talk about. Life isn't always easy, fair, or predictable, but understanding its true nature can empower you to handle whatever comes your way. If you're ready for a fresh perspective on what life is really about, hit that subscribe button and stick around. Think about a river. It's constantly flowing, constantly changing, it never stays the same. That's just like life, isn't it? We're always in motion, always evolving, everything is temporary. Embrace this truth to navigate life's ups and downs. Resisting change creates suffering. We get stuck in the past instead of flowing with the present. But then, as time passed, you adapted. You discovered new strengths. That's the power of change. Embrace change instead of fearing it. Recognize that change is inevitable. Practice acceptance. What can I learn from this? How can I grow from this? Lean on your support system and know you have the strength to adapt and thrive. Let's face it, life isn't always sunshine and rainbows. There are going to be storms. There are going to be moments that test us, that make us question everything. But here's the thing about those difficult times, they're not there to break us, they're there to shape us, they're there to reveal our strength, our resilience, our capacity to love and forgive. Think about a diamond, it's formed under intense pressure deep within the earth. It's the pressure that gives the diamond its strength, its brilliance. In the same way, the challenges we face in life can refine us, help us discover a strength and resilience we never knew we had. It's easy to feel discouraged when things get tough. We might be tempted to give up, to believe that the pain will never end. But remember, no storm lasts forever. Every difficult experience offers a lesson. It's an opportunity to learn about ourselves, to develop compassion and empathy for others who are struggling, and to cultivate a deeper appreciation for the good times. The next time you're going through a difficult time, ask yourself, what is this experience teaching me? What am I learning about myself? How can I use this experience to grow and become stronger? Remember, you're not defined by your struggles. You're defined by how you rise above them. You're defined by your courage, your determination, your ability to find hope even in the darkest of times. So embrace the hard times, not because you enjoy them, but because you understand their power to transform you into the strongest, wisest, most compassionate version of yourself. We live in a world that often tells us happiness is something we need to chase after, something that depends on external factors, success, possessions, the approval of others. But the truth is, lasting happiness isn't found out there in the world. It's cultivated from within. Think about it. Have you ever gotten something you really wanted, a new job, a material possession, only to find that the initial excitement fades away? You're left wanting more, chasing the next thing you think will finally bring you happiness. True happiness, the kind that sustains us through life's ups and downs, comes from a deep sense of inner peace and contentment. It's about learning to be comfortable in our own skin, to appreciate the present moment, and to cultivate gratitude for all that we have. It starts with self-acceptance, embracing who we are, flaws and all. It means letting go of the need to be perfect and allowing ourselves to be human. Gratitude is another key ingredient. When we focus on what we're grateful for, it shifts our perspective from scarcity to abundance. Instead of focusing on what we lack, we start appreciating the good in our lives. And finally, living a purpose-driven life is essential for lasting happiness. When we feel connected to something bigger than ourselves, when we're using our gifts to make a difference in the world, it brings a sense of meaning and fulfillment that no external achievement can replicate. So shift your focus inward, cultivate self-love, practice gratitude, and discover your purpose. That's where you'll find the kind of happiness that radiates outward, illuminating not just your own life but the lives of everyone around you. The people we surround ourselves with have a profound impact on our lives. They shape our beliefs, influence our choices, and reflect back to us who we are. Every relationship, whether it's with a partner, family member, friend, or colleague, is an opportunity for growth. Think about the people in your life. Who brings out the best in you? Who challenges you to grow? Who supports you unconditionally? These relationships, the ones that lift us up and inspire us, are precious gifts. They remind us of our worth, celebrate our victories, and offer comfort during difficult times. But then there are the relationships that test us, the ones that trigger our insecurities and push our buttons. It's easy to want to avoid these relationships, to label them as toxic and walk away. But often these relationships offer the most profound lessons. They hold up a mirror, reflecting back to us the parts of ourselves that need healing, the patterns that are no longer serving us. They challenge us to set boundaries, to communicate our needs, and to practice forgiveness. So, how do we approach relationships as opportunities for growth? First, cultivate awareness. Pay attention to how you feel around different people. What qualities do you admire in others? What behaviors trigger negative reactions in you? Second, practice empathy. Try to see things from the other person's perspective. Everyone is fighting their own battles, carrying their own wounds. And finally, communicate with kindness and compassion. Even when it's difficult, even when you're hurt, choose words that build bridges instead of walls. Imagine holding onto a handful of sand. The tighter you squeeze, the more sand slips through your fingers. Clinging too tightly to things, people, possessions, ideas, even the past, keeps us stuck. Letting go is a sign of immense strength. It takes courage to release what no longer serves us. Embrace the present moment and move forward with your life. Sometimes we hold on to relationships that have run their course, or a job that no longer brings us joy. Holding on to what's no longer serving us prevents new, healthier connections. Acknowledge your experiences, learn from them, and release their hold. Give yourself permission to release it. Create space for growth, healing, and new beginnings. We're often bombarded with messages about what success should look like. Society tells us it's about climbing the corporate ladder, accumulating wealth, and achieving external validation. But the truth is, success is profoundly personal. What brings one person fulfillment might be meaningless to another. For some, success might mean building a thriving career and making a difference in their field. For others, it might be about raising a loving family, pursuing creative passions, or traveling the world. There's no right or wrong answer when it comes to defining success. What matters is that your definition aligns with your values, your passions, and what truly brings you joy. When you allow yourself to define success on your own terms, you break free from the pressure to conform to societal expectations. You give yourself permission to pursue what truly matters to you, even if it looks different from everyone else's path. Start by reflecting on your values. What's most important to you in life? What do you want to be remembered for? Then consider your passions. What activities make you come alive? What are you naturally drawn to? Finally, think about your skills and talents. What are you good at? How can you use your strengths to make a difference in the world? Once you have a clearer understanding of what success means to you, start setting goals that align with your vision. Remember, your journey to success is uniquely your own. Embrace the detours, celebrate the milestones, and don't be afraid to pave your own path. It's a truth we often forget in the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Our time here is finite. We don't know how many days, years, or decades we have left. This isn't meant to be a morbid thought, but rather a call to awareness. When we remember that life is precious and time is our most valuable resource, it shifts our perspective. It encourages us to live more intentionally, to savor each moment, and to prioritize what truly matters. Ask yourself, if I knew I only had a limited amount of time left, how would I spend it? What relationships would I nurture? What dreams would I pursue? What experiences would I create? We often put off our dreams, telling ourselves, I'll do it someday. But someday isn't promised to anyone. The time to pursue our passions, to express our love, to live our lives to the fullest is now. Don't wait for the perfect moment. There will always be a reason to postpone, a to-do list that never ends. Embrace the present moment, imperfections and all, and make the most of the time you have. Start by identifying what's truly important to you. What brings you joy? What gives your life meaning? Once you've clarified your priorities, start making small changes in your daily life to align with your values. Spend more time with loved ones. Pursue a hobby you've always been curious about. Disconnect from technology and reconnect with nature. Life is too short for regrets. Embrace each day as a gift and make the most of the precious time you have. Remember, the more you embrace the reality of life, the stronger and wiser you become. Life is a journey filled with lessons, growth, and endless opportunities to become who you're meant to be. Stay true to yourself, keep reflecting, and we'll see you in the next video on Reality Reflections.